Joel, the last time we spoke in late 2021, you told us about the gold rush in central Newfoundland and your company's unique location with the Golden Rose project. Remind us of the importance of that and how have you advanced the property since we last spoke?
Golden Rose is ideally situated in the central Newfoundland gold belt. As you mentioned, we're between two gold deposits. On one side, ASX-listed Matador Mining, who has 840,000 ounces of gold. And on the other side is the behemoth in the area, TSX-listed Marathon Gold, with 5 million ounces, and they're putting that into production in early 2025. So our location's ideal. We already have a known gold zone on our property that we knew about prior to our taking over the property. We've subsequently discovered copper through drilling and at surface through our exploration efforts. And so we're really building the polymetallic potential of our property, as well as trying to work towards a turnkey project.
So what is the potential for copper and other critical minerals to become a bigger part of the TRU story?
It's a really interesting, case of you don't necessarily know what you have until you get out there and do the exploration work. We firmed up copper potential on the property. Interestingly, we even found some cobalt, and we certainly are seeing instances of lead and zinc, so other base metals. We're going to continue to explore to develop a number of target areas to really firm up the polymetallic potential of the property.
Now, you're putting your transactional law experience to work by acquiring a number of claims, increasing the size of Golden Rose. Tell us about these deals, and do you think that by making these transactions, you've turned it, and you used the word yourself, it is kind of a turnkey project now?
We've been on an aggressive acquisition spree since acquiring the property in May of 2021. We've done about 10 deals since, and we've more than doubled the size of Golden Rose. And we've actually capped it off this past summer with a highly strategic acquisition of a contiguous property package that's really the final two missing puzzle pieces at Golden Rose. So we've really tied up the whole property package in the area along this deposit-bearing Cape Ray Valentine Lake shear zone. There are only three dominant players now along this shear zone: Matador Mining, TRU Precious Metals, and Marathon Gold. So we believe we built a turnkey project, as you say.
It's very important for you to be transparent and accountable with the market, to execute and do what you say you're going to do. Why is that such a key strategy for you? And do you think because of it, you stand out from your peers?
I do believe it's a differentiator. Junior companies are loath to issue any kind of guidance. So we go the opposite way, as you mentioned. I think it's important to build market credibility over time that we do issue strategy updates as well as updates on our various exploration and corporate initiatives. If we're going to set something out for the market, we can't manufacture results. We can't guarantee gold and copper. If we could, I'd be out there with a shovel and a drill myself pulling it out of the ground. The best we can do is lay out a clearly defined plan and then execute on it so that when we tell the market we're going to transact and explore, we actually execute the plan.
As far as the stock of TRU Precious Metals, Eric Sprott closely followed, of course. He still owns about 12% and is one of the larger shareholders. Overall, what is your impression of the market's view of TRU Precious Metals? Do they get the story, do you think?
We're happy to have Eric Sprott in the shareholder base, of course, about 12% owners you mentioned. We also have the Sprott Flow-Through Fund as a significant shareholder. And we have TSX-listed Altius Minerals as a large shareholder, so good institutional support. We have a number of other large core shareholders, and actually I'm one of our larger individual shareholders. I own about 2.5% of the company. Our VP of Property Development, Barry Green, also owns about 2.5%, so you have significant insider ownership of the company. We can't control what the market's doing. The best we can do is run our game plan, and so even in the market downturn, we haven't seen a lot of selling out of our core shareholders. In some cases, certainly people have been holding, and in some cases people have been adding to their positions, insiders included. So I think that really speaks to the credibility we've built as a team and the merit of the project.
Back to your experience as a securities lawyer, that makes you an atypical junior mining CEO. So just a simple series of questions here. Why TRU Precious Metals? Why this project? What's your overall motivation and what's your end game?
TRU was never in the life plan for me, never planned to run a junior exploration company, but it's the opportunity of a lifetime because it's really the confluence of an ideally located project, a great team we've assembled, and a strong, supportive core shareholder base. So the best we can do, like I've said, is come up with a game plan to explore the property properly, come up with good corporate initiatives to supplement our exploration work, and really develop the property because I don't want to leave behind, somewhere where we've just missed what was on the project. We really have to give our best effort to find what I believe is in the property, which is discovery potential. And we're already starting to see instances of it. So my motivation is to actually get to the discovery stage in earnest. And in terms of endgame, I think given the property package we've tied up, as well as the discovery potential at Golden Rose, we've built a turnkey project for a potential acquirer.